Before the Soviet Union rose, Russia was a land torn between greatness and suffering, a nation of golden churches and mighty tsars, but also of peasants bound in chains of serfdom. How could such contradictions create one of history's most powerful empires? Russia's past held two souls: the democratic spirit of Kievan assemblies, and the iron fist of Moscow's princes. A nation balanced between freedom and autocracy. Which path would define its future? The Mongol conquest shattered old Russia. In its ashes, Moscow rose. No longer democratic assemblies, only rulers with unchecked power, autocracy became Russia's destiny. For centuries, Russian peasants lived as serfs bound to land and lord. By the 19th century, millions still lived in near slavery. The memory of serfdom would scar Russia's soul, shaping the Soviet future. Peter the Great dragged Russia toward Europe. Nobles adopted French and German manners, while the masses remained trapped in poverty. Russia stood divided, modern yet medieval. By the late 1800s, Russia industrialized rapidly. Railroads, steelworks, and oil fields expanded, but the countryside lagged behind. Was Russia catching up, or falling further apart? Tensions exploded. Workers demanded rights. Peasants cried for land, and intellectuals whispered of revolution. The old system cracked, and a storm was brewing. The first shock came in 1905. Protesters demanded freedom. But the Tsars' bullets drowned their hopes in blood. Yet out of this chaos, a new idea was born: the Soviets' workers' councils that would return in 1917, when World War I came. The fragile empire cracked under the weight of defeat, hunger, and incompetence. The stage was set for the ultimate question: who shall govern Russia? From centuries of autocracy, suffering, and dreams of freedom, the Soviet Union was about to be born. But would it fulfill the promise of liberation, or forge a new kind of tyranny? History is never simple. The story of the Soviet Union begins with Russia's past, but the real revolution is just ahead. Subscribe for Part 2, The Revolution of 1917.